Okay, we are live again. I have to excuse my appearance this morning. I have a headache, um, but I'll do my best. I'll try to keep this to I'll try to keep this to half an hour, 30 minutes, and after that, I'm going out for a little walk in my local woods. Still looking for that special stick that I was talking about in my last video on the main channel. But before I do that, I'm going to get into the topic here. Now, this live stream will be, I guess, of particular interest for anyone who has a YouTube channel, uh, but also maybe if you enjoy watching YouTube videos, if you're interested in how it works. I'm going to talk about um, YouTube from the creator's perspective. Now, I'm a YouTube creator. I make videos on 3 channels. Well, on this channel, not so much videos, but mostly live streams. Um, but I have a little bit more than 500,000 subscribers on my main channel. And I've been on YouTube for a little bit more than 6 years, so I have some experience being a YouTube creator. Now, YouTube is always changing, and that's natural, and they have to adapt. Okay, but lately, they've made a few mistakes. Um, as a big corporate machine, they will make mistakes. I think most of their mistakes have been made because of their lack of long term lack of a long term perspective. Um, and it is easy to see what's going on there. If you have some experience in business management or some education in that area, it's quite easy to see it. YouTube is very, ironically enough, as a business, it's very transparent. They don't want to be, but they really are. It's easy to see what's going on there, and they will most of the time admit that as well, not in front of an audience, but if you talk with them. So okay, so I'm going to talk about three no yeah three I have 3 bullet points here on my list. And this live stream will be part of the Bjorn Ruins Everything series, which I have started. uh, because I seem to ruin everything for some people. I uh, I do my best to use fact, logic, sense, and reason to to kill some myths and lies, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, if you, especially if you're a YouTube creator, I'm sure that you have seen these channels talking about how to do YouTube, how to be successful on YouTube. And YouTube has their own channel as well, where they will give you updates and so on. That one is actually quite useful because they just give you updates on what's going on, which is nice. But I will. Okay, let's get to the first point here on my list. So Um, I'm sure that you've heard, if you're a YouTube creator, that you need to find your niche, your area. Um, so you should narrow down to a niche, and that's where you should be making your content. So, which is fine, and to some degree, I agree with that. I have not done that myself, but that's what they're saying. Okay, you need to find your niche, and you should make videos about, yeah, that will be in that niche. Okay, so and Canadian Spider-Man. Um, is saying, I'm not doing my channel for money. Just want to put travel videos and rants against government up somewhere. Now that's fine. What I'm talking about now is actually if you want to be on YouTube and make money from your videos, okay? Because it would be very wrong if and false if I were to sit here and say that I'm not doing this for the money. Well, actually, no, I am not doing this for the money. But I can tell you that if I made no money from my videos or live streams, I would not be able to make videos that often. I would maybe then make, I don't know, one video a month, and they would be, different. Okay, so what I am talking about is if you want to have YouTube as a job or a part-time job, okay, which is an honest thing. There are people out there, not talking about you, Canadian Spider-Man, but there are lots of people who are trying to be very virtuous, and they're saying that I don't care about the money. I don't care about money. Well, I have found that anyone who has some success on YouTube, let's say you have 10,000, 20,000 or more subscribers, you start caring about the money. Okay. So let's be honest here. Um, and yeah, so YouTube is telling you have to find your niche. Okay. I disagree. I absolutely disagree. It is a short term um, strategy. Okay. You will get sick and tired of that niche eventually. Finding a niche is not what you should do. Okay, all these how to do YouTube channels, they will tell you have to find your niche. No, no, it is wrong. You can, and it will be safe, and after a while probably boring. Now you have, for instance, prepper channels and so on, and they will talk about the same thing every day. At the end of your YouTube career, because it will end if you do that, you will be so sick and tired of it that, okay, so no, you shouldn't find your niche, but you should understand your audience. Okay, I'll give you an example. Um, let's say you do hiking videos. Okay, um, and if you were to follow that advice of staying in your niche, you would only do hiking videos. But what if you look at when you look at the demographics, you find that your audience is the sort of people who would be interested in nutrition, working out, training, and things like that. You would probably be successful if you made some videos about that as well. Now, when you do that, let's say you have 100 hiking videos there and you start making some videos about nutrition, you will then lose subscribers, a few hundred, a few thousand, for instance. Um, but that's short term, okay? Because if you understand your audience, you should be okay with losing subscribers now and then, okay? You need to think long term. And in that equation there is also how you enjoy or not enjoy being a YouTube creator. I believe that if you are focused on staying in your niche, you will get sick and tired and you will stop. You will quit. Okay. So they YouTube wants you as a creator to upload um, like every day, and some of these so-called self-proclaimed YouTube gurus, they are saying several times a day, and now they have shorts, which I hate, and they are saying that, well, you should upload. I watched one of these videos, these beardless guys sitting there with their face up in the camera and talking very fast, with a very American accent and and all that. Um, and he was saying, "Well, I'm here to tell you how to grow your YouTube channel, and how many times a day you need to upload on YouTube." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Now it's not only every day; it's how many times per day. So that's when you that's where I believe YouTube took the wrong turn, okay? Because they are now expecting YouTube creators to upload not only daily, which is uh, depends on your content. Like you can do live streams daily; it doesn't take that much of effort. But let's say if you make an outdoors video daily, that's a lot of work. It's possible if it's your only job, but it's a lot of work. Okay, so when YouTube is expecting their creators to upload not only daily but several times a day, they are not taking into account that people will burn out. I know why they are saying this, because they want creators to create shorts and they want to compete with TikTok. But listen, um, that's not how YouTube became the second largest search engine in the world. Okay. Us creators did that. YouTube didn't do that. The creators did that. All the awesome content on YouTube, long format videos mostly, did that for Google, which now owns YouTube, and it's all under the Alphabet umbrella, corporate umbrella. So I would say that if you listen to these so-called and self-proclaimed YouTube gurus and you start thinking that you have to upload daily or even worse, several times a day, you're going to burn out. And before that happens, the quality of your content will suffer. Okay. So, and we can see that clearly already. And a lot of they are pushing these shorts, and I have made the mistake that I've clicked on some of them, not many of them, but some of them. It's very low quality. It's not great. And compared that to, I'm interested in the outdoors. If you compare it to a video where someone goes out in the woods and lights a fire, makes food, spends the night there. You have some shots from from nature, the trees, and so on. Um, the difference in quality is so huge that you can't even compare it. Okay, so there are people who are happy just uploading rubbish. I wouldn't be happy with that. I try to keep some standards on my content. Um, I I'm not trying to make my videos perfect, but I want my videos to be worth watching because I am asking you guys to give me some of your time, you know, and people are busy, you know, people have stuff to do, so it's a big thing to ask, you know. I realize that, so I try to make it worth the time. So the third point on my list here is, and this is the most annoying one. It's the most annoying one. These people, including YouTube, they seem to have forgotten what quality is. So if you watch any of these videos, vidIQ, TubeBuddy, I use TubeBuddy, by the way. It's a useful tool when you upload videos and so on. But they also have their YouTube, how to do YouTube channels, and there are several other people who are trying to teach you how to make YouTube videos, good YouTube videos, and they you know how they measure what a good YouTube video is? Um, how many views it's getting and how long, for how long people are watching. Behind me here, I have several books. Some of them are regarded as treasures. Okay, in the in in literature. I have Kafka here, and I have I have several books, and some of them were not they 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 did not sell well during the first years. When you read them, you can see that the quality is very high. Um, and listen, I get annoyed at these people because they think that how many views you get on a video is the same as is a measurement of how good that video is. And I don't know how to explain this. Well, I guess you get what I'm saying already, but if I take my videos as an example, some of my most watched videos are videos that I would say are not great, while some of my best videos are the least watched. And now you might say that, well, maybe you're wrong then. No, not really. Yeah, I do know a little bit about how to measure quality in arts. I that's part of my job as a novelist. So these people need to stop using the word good about videos when they really are talking about views. It's fair to talk about how to get a lot of views on a video, but that's not the same as a good video. It's not the same as making a good video. So it it annoys me actually. Um, now I said that I do care about the views. I do care about the money I make here on YouTube. I think anyone with a sizable audience do care about the earnings of the videos, but I also care about the quality. Some of my videos, I believe, have some quality when it comes to. I wouldn't say that my videos are all art, but there are artistic elements in some of my videos, and I do care about that. And I will add those elements because I feel that it's important to do that. Very often I see that the views they drop. People don't want to watch that and so on. But I know that it makes the video better. Now, if I were to make videos that were watched like 10 million times, I would make different videos. It's not a big mystery how to do that. Okay, and I have to say this because it's it's bloody obvious, isn't it? It's not that difficult. But if you have principles and standards, might not be for you. It certainly is not for me. So, for instance, here on this channel, and also it goes when it comes to the same goes for growing your audience. I am I'm not growing this channel much. I lose a few hundred subscribers every month, and I know why. It's not like it's not like it's a big mystery to me. Okay, so whenever I do hidden hangouts, a lot of people get upset and angry, and they unsubscribe. So if I wanted to grow this channel, I should stop doing the hidden hangouts here on this channel, but I won't. I will do hidden hangouts here because that's what I want to do. Not always, but sometimes. And if that means that I'll lose some subscribers, so be it. I don't care. I feel it's important. And if you want to, well, it's an interesting topic, by the way. If you want to have someone being the stereotypical doom and gloom conservative Christian prepper type, you can find a million channels like that, and they will have the same talking points in every single effing video, and they will probably be able to grow their channel somewhat. Um, but that's not me, and I'm not going to do that. And Night Scream, thanks a lot for becoming a member to this channel. That's awesome. um, so okay, I just wanted to say this, and the biggest problem that YouTube has right now is that it's becoming a burnout machine. Some say that creators are going to other platforms. I don't have statistics on this, but my impression is that they are not. They are just quitting. So that it's not like they're going to other platforms. If you have a sizable audience, you don't do that. Well, some have done that, but most often you don't. You just quit, and that's because it has become a burnout machine. Um, you don't agree with the way YouTube is where they are moving. They had the heavy censorship, the medical misinformation that they were spreading all through the thing, while they were calling people like me as someone spreading medical information. So that to Google for that. But that's one thing. But now becoming a burnout machine, expecting me to walk around in my daily life like an idiot with a smartphone. I will never have a smartphone, by the way. Filming stuff, making shorts. I mean, can you imagine that kind of behavior? I mean, I would be like the village idiot then. So, um, but anyway, that's the biggest problem that YouTube has now. They will, if they continue doing this, they will lose their best. And I'm talking quality and not necessarily views. Their best creators, because they will not bother anymore. They will not go to other platforms. They will just quit. Um, YouTube creators are resourceful people. They will find other things to do. I mean, for me, this is not my real job. I'm a novelist. So, I have a large main channel or with more than 500,000 subscribers. And I mean, I'm not going to do all these uploads with shorts and all that. No, not going to do that. So if YouTube continues this on this road, and they did take the wrong turn, but if they continue, they will lose a lot of long format, high quality YouTube creators, and I don't think they realize that. I think they kind of lost touch with what they really are about. And if they lose their high quality content, which is not the same as the most viewed content, they will lose their ability for to earn money long term. And I don't know. I don't know if they. I I hope they have people there who can understand this, but I don't know. Um, so okay, just looking uh, at the chat here. Matthias Treeman started the Hidden Hangouts. And he's saying Hidden Hangout is here to stay. Absolutely. Night Scream, well, thank you for being part of this community. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man, absolutely. I will keep doing the Hidden Hangouts. At least here we do outnumber them. Um, absolutely. Okay. Just looking at the chat here. Are you off to bed now, Matthias? That's oh, maybe you've been working through the night. Okay. Have a good sleep. You know. Um, so yeah, it's funny, how it works. And I've always I've always been making videos that I enjoy making, and that's why I do it. And sometimes when I make videos, I have typically a few ideas, a few different ideas, and I have enough experience now to have a good grasp of what the views will be on this video or that video. I don't always pick the idea that will get me the most views. Uh, I'm talking about the main channel now. If I did that, I would Burnout. I would get sick and tired of the whole thing. So the next video on my main channel will probably not get a lot of views. And also, since I'm refusing to stay within one niche, I will lose subscribers when I upload a video that is different from the, let's say, 3 or 4 last videos, because people will then, or some of the newer subscribers will then see the new video, and they will say, "Oh, what's this? This is not what I signed up for. I will punish this creator and unsubscribe, and I will tell him in the comments." That's always very charming when people do that, you know. Um, and yeah, and it's I hope these people are like 14 years old, but I suspect they are actually adults. Um, yeah, the woke left hates heathens. They absolutely do. Um, Christians hate heathens. Well, not all of them, but a lot. A lot of Christians hate heathens. We're despised by everybody. Yeah, if you're a heathen with conservative views, I guess I'm in that category. You are hated by a lot of people. But you say that you like it that way. I kind of agree, you know. Um, so if I can contribute to this community, online community of heathens and pagans, I'm delighted, you know. um, okay, I'll scroll down here. Garden prepping, as always, has some wise words for us here. It's YouTube, not them tube, brother. That's very true. Absolutely. Well, that's Christopher says God loves us. I'm a Christian brother. Um, well, thank you for that. That's wonderful. Uh, Not so much according to the Bible, though. Uh, but um, but that's wonderful. Thank you. You know, I I I don't care so much about these names. Um, and I've come to the conclusion that you can call yourself Christian even if you don't follow the Bible. You can call yourself whatever you like. I don't care, as long as you're a good person. That's all I care about. So, um, that's very X11G. Bjorn's calms accent will calm you. Yeah, I highlight that comment because sometimes I get a comment now and then that says, please talk faster. And sometimes, just because I find it funny, I will write no dot 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 I dot 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 will dot 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 not dot. Very fun. Yeah. I don't like people who talk fast. I despise these videos where you have someone with face up in the camera talking really fast. And not only do they talk fast, but you can tell that they have skipped, they have cut out, edited out the parts where they pause. I don't like that. It doesn't go well with my Nordic mentality. It's not like I can't talk faster, it's just that you don't do that, not even in Norwegian here in Norway. Um, it's that's not who we are. That's not how we are. We try to think before we talk. So Garden Prepping says, please consider hitting the like button. That would be awesome if you could do that. Dorian says, I suffered with guilt. I'm gay. I hate religion for it. Well, I'm really sorry for you, and guilt and shame and all that for just being who you are. I think that's horrible, and I find it. Here's how I view this. Those people who care so much about other people's sexuality, there is something perverted about that, right? Why would I care about other people's sexual relationships? Well, as long as they're adults, of course. Shouldn't have to say that. But in this day and age, we have to say that. it's to me, I hate this focus on that part of other people. So I'm not actually, this. I don't like this whole what this pride thing has become, and I'm being told that they don't really represent gay people so much anymore, and we should have less focus on that part of people's personality. It's like the sexuality is not who you are, it's just a part of you. So you know um so it's like I'm heterosexual, and it's like, should I make videos about me being heterosexual? Well, who would watch that? So what? Nobody cares, you know. So it's like, no, that's if I had that on my list, I would. No, no, it's not interesting, you know. Yeah, yeah, and heathens, they don't judge people, for something like that. No. Um, yeah, Dorian says LGBT does not represent me. Yeah, I hear, I I've seen videos. I don't know any. I don't know any gay people, but I've seen videos here on YouTube where people say that basically the same, that they feel the LGBT. I think there are more letters there now. It doesn't represent them. Um, exactly. You know. Dorian says, just want to be left alone with my partner of 30 years. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here is... yeah, okay, Nords. I've seen that term before. You think that I think it's like the Nordics prefer heathen over Åsatru and pagan. Well, I would say Åsatru actually, but when I do, lots of people they don't know what I'm talking about. But Åsatru is a registered religion here in several countries, many countries. It's all over the place. And I honestly don't know if they have like defined a religion, which I would not subscribe to. I'm, heathen is to me, someone of the land, connected to the land, connected to nature. That's why I've chosen to use that word. But the closest thing, if you have to categorize it, for me is also true. But I think we have this fellowship of heathens and pagans. You have Hellenistic pagans, you have also true pagans, you have Celtic pagans, you have lots of different groups, and we have this fellowship, right? So yeah, Roman pagan, and yeah. Okay, let's scroll down. Yeah, heathen is not exactly the same as pagan. Heathen is a derogatory term, actually. But I've still chosen to use that word. Pagan is feels like a religion to me, but a lot of this has to do with me being Norwegian and how it sounds to me. I would say also true in Norwegian. I wouldn't say hedning, which is the Norwegian equivalent of heathen, even though that would be the same word, but that sounds wrong to me. We actually have the Norwegian Heathen Association, but that's a very old association, and they are not really... I'm not a member there. I don't know what they are doing now. Yeah, pagan was also the bad word. Yeah, I know. So maybe we should maybe we should find a new word. So I hope to be a wise man in the future, and I think being wise it's such a big part of also true, or Norse heathenism or Norse paganism. It's now, if you know Odin, it's all about becoming wise, gathering knowledge, reading, studying, and that's a very big part of Norse heathenism, or also true, or Norse paganism, and to most people, Odin is the deity that symbolizes that aspect. So I would I say that I'm a wise man? I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I don't feel like a wise man, but I hope to be one day. Um, and yeah, I have so many books now that I'm going to read more than I have so many books now. I'm going to get into actually the STEM fields. Is that what they call it? Like physics and chemistry and things like that, and read the basics at least. Because I was walking the dogs the other day, and I was thinking, I'm 50 now, and I really should be able to understand how things work. I found that gaining wisdom and knowledge adds to the mystery and an attraction of nature. And physics explains a lot, and yeah, I'm going to get into that a little bit. I have yeah, I ordered a book about physics being applied to the climate. So I opened it. I only opened it and glanced through it, and it's like there's a lot of these equations and stuff. So that's going to take me a while. um, so yeah. Um, well, thank you for all the kind words here. Um, Dorian says, "Why is that my grandparents spoke on Nordic traditions to us as kids?" Yes, I think through fairy tales and also the traditions themselves, a lot of the pre-Christian traditions and understandings of nature and so on survived. And now I think that if you this is not only in the Nordic countries. You'll find it like Iceland, of course, but Ireland and England as well. The roots from a lot of their um, folklore is that was the word I was looking for. Go back to pre-Christian times, and it's so fascinating. Not many people they know that the trolls, not the trolls in not the trolls in the comment section and so on, but the trolls in out in the woods. They will scare you, and in here in Norway we say there's this saying from a fairy tale that jeg kan lukte kristen manns blod. That's what the troll says. And in English, that's I can smell the blood of a Christian man. That's what the troll will say, and they will eat people and and all that. So, but that was added. The part that they will eat Christian people, that was added. But before that, trolls is part of probably our riser or jotun back in pre-Christian times. Huge beasts, like you can look at a hill and imagine that entire hill is a troll, and it will rise up and crush people and so on. And that goes back to pre-Christian times, and to me it's very fascinating. It's very fascinating. Um, So let's see here. T Teal Swan has become woke. I don't know who that is. Is it a channel or a person? Fi do fum or something like that. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Yes. Yeah, well, the adventure method, who knows? Maybe one of your videos takes off and you'll be monetized in no time. Um, okay. A person who has a channel. Okay. I've never. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know who that is. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Many woke leftists have tried to take over the Norse pagan faith, and they won't be allowed to do so. We won't be used as a pawn in their game. Yes, certainly. We have seen that, and we are seeing that. Um, that's one of the reasons why I despise the Marvel Thor movies. By the way, um, but yeah, I have noticed that. Now, I think we should also through or the Norse paganism or you know and all that. It's existing independently of us, and we shouldn't try to force it into or add political views and so on to it. Um, the National Socialists, you know who I'm talking about, trying to avoid that word. Rumor has it that you can't say that word, and then you will be demonetized. But those people, led by a small angry man with a very ugly mustache, they took symbols from uh, also through Norse hedonism, as as well as from Catholicism oh, sorry, Hinduism, I think, and made this disgusting thing that was their kind of their mythology that they created, um, and we have seen it here in the Viking festivals, where we have had some occasions where neo National Socialists have come there and taken photos of reenactors to use those photos on their websites. That's not okay. Okay, that's not okay. Um, yeah, I know one guy. He's actually a leftist, and well, not like American leftist, but on the left politically. And he was they took a photo of him and used it on their website. And he didn't like that so much, I can tell you, and it's illegal as well. And you have also the woke, those people who are into all the woke things, um, and they will say things about our Viking ancestors that simply are not true because they want it to be that way. I've even, on one occasion, I saw a man who, at the reenactor festival, he was not a Viking man, he was a Viking woman, which is his right, but um, yeah, maybe it's silly of me to say it, but I didn't like that so much because um, we are trying. You're trying to reenact the Viking Age, you know. So, but anyway, um, yeah, I've seen that. Um, yeah, you wrote the word. Now we're maybe demonetized. That's a shame. But yeah, I think the censorship level would be almost unimaginable. I would certainly not be allowed to write the books that I'm writing. I would probably be in jail. Um, yeah, people don't realize this, but um, as someone who one of my relatives was killed by them here in Norway. He was in the resistance, um, and the torture, the censorship. You really can't compare it to YouTube censoring videos, which is a bad thing, but you can't compare it. You really can't. I am right now sitting at the desk where my grandfather had illegal pamphlets hidden because there's a hidden section in this desk. And if they had caught him during the war with those, he would be thrown in jail. Not YouTube jail, not cancelled, thrown in jail. Door locked, maybe some torture as well. So there's a difference there. Please, I hope everyone can understand there is a difference. Um, okay. Yeah. Many of the Norwegians joined the resistance. British funding, British training. Yes, absolutely. I'll tell you a shameful fact about Norwegian history, and then I have to, or almost an hour now, then I have to stop the live stream. Shameful part of Norwegian history. A lot of Norwegians join the resistance, but more people in Norway joined the um, what's it called? The SS, isn't that? Yeah, well, the occupying forces, those parts I don't know what it's called now. I forget. Um, Gestapo. Yeah, or was it SS? I think it was the Gestapo. More Norwegians joined them than Norwegians joined the resistance, which is a shameful fact, but it's the truth. Now, if I'm confusing SS with Gestapo here, I'm sorry, but you get the point. Um, so you are absolutely right. The adventure method says sometimes I think council culture is a manifestation of the same urge that led to the National Socialist book burnings. Absolutely. Uh, yes, there is a fundraiser here under the screen or at the side, and I set the target to 500 US dollars, but we reached that target in 3 days. And now I don't know if I'm going to try to uh, shorten the time span, so that they can have the money earlier or just let it keep going. Um, I don't know, but it's because you can still donate. You can still donate to that charity. Okay, now I'm off for a walk in the woods. It's going to be warm today. One of the last warm days, I think, before autumn sets in. Okay. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk later. Okay. Bye.